This is me at the desk when I'm trying to focus on stuff, right? So understand working in IT as a black female. There was one project that I really took because it was actually working at a state agency that dealt with education. They had a project that they needed to get off. And so one of the things that I find interesting is I took that. Now, the drive was a pain in the butt, okay, for one. But I literally took that because I said, hey, this will be like my contribution to help something educational, right? So, proprietary stuff that they're developing. Now, the problem was by the time, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys, I have already been in IT for years and years as the double whammy, as I call it, black and female. So I'm up in here and I'm like, I'm not about to let any of these fools try to perpetrate like they know what they're talking about. See, that was my issue before. Is when I knew somebody didn't know what they were talking about, I'd sit there and sit back and be like, okay, let me just help this person. By now, I'm like, no, 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 no. You getting paid just as much as me, and you think I'm about to let you sit here in front. So one of the things that I would have a tendency to do is put music on, being in solitude. Now, I'm gonna tell you how grimy folks do, what they're gonna do. She's just in there listening to music. That's all she does. See, that's when you have paranoid mofos that don't know what they're talking about, and because you're not sharing that information with them, they start making up stuff, right? So it's interesting because it's always at the end, and it's not that it's my whole life goal to kind of surprise and shock and all that, but by then I'm just like, I'm driving across town to go on this job. I'm really only on this project because it's something that I feel like it'll benefit the schools. Now I'm running to this blonde chick. It's not about color, but it really was the principal. She was like, oh, I know so and so from another job. I don't care. So now you sat there and you took your ass to go lie to so and so. So by the time I leave, I had a USB drive. This is how I always do, right? Because it's the principle, like, give them this USB drive so you can show them what I was working on. So now when you have this whole environment where you had all that gossip and all that stuff, at the end of the day, when I leave up out of here, I'm going to give you that information you needed to know as far as what I was working on. Now, why did I do that? It's very interesting. One of the things about me is I do have a sense of loyalty to some degree where that whole job, they did not know employment law. It was the craziest stuff. I'm saying, like, you can't just not pay overtime time and a half. Who told you can just bill hourly? So stuff that I'm looking at them going, y'all can't just play people like that. People either take offense or they start listening like, okay, she knows what she's talking about. Most take offense. So by the time I'm leaving, I know you're going to be ready to talk mess about me. Now I got this USB drive with everything I was working on. So every piece of gossip that these people had on me, null and void, one USB drive. There you go.